Good morning, everyone. My name is Arti Tuteja, and welcome to my channel Potential Unlimited. As a human race, we are going through some unprecedented events in our life, which is Corona pandemic. Now, we have never experienced this before in our life, our generation or a generation before, or our own children. We have never experienced this in our lifetime. So, what is so stressful in this situation? Well, there could be so many things that can create stress in us, because stress is a gap between expectations and reality. So let's see what really happens. There are some many causes of stress in this situation. It could be loss of job or uncertainty of what will happen, loss of business, loss of livelihood, or simply where your next supplies are going to come from. Whether you have enough money to support your family, or it could be the sickness of your loved one that is going through this situation in their life, or people who are stuck in a situation where they can't really get out, or simply you not being able to go out anywhere. Well, there is a whole spectrum of stress that people can go through in this situation. Again, living in the same house, for all so many days, it can be stressful for many people. Well, today I'm going to talk about one piece of or cause of stress, which is tiny piece, but it's also very important aspect of our life, which is need to remain positive, which can create stress in us. Well, as I said, we are going through some unprecedented events in our life. And I'm sure we are all trying very hard to remain positive and calm in this situation. But there would be time in a day or in a week where you feel negative, where you feel worried, anxious, and irritable about the whole situation. It also happens because when we open TV channels or newspapers or social media, there is so much of news about death and misery and infection and predictions and all of that. Now, I want to tell you that as an EQ coach and therapist, I would like to tell you how to deal with it. And here how we begin. I want to tell you that there is nothing wrong with you if you feel anxious, worried, or fearful about the situation. You're not alone. Everyone feels it. And there is no rush. If somebody is feeling positive about it, but you're feeling negative about situations, it's all right. What is important in this situation is, what do you do when you feel these emotions? As I said earlier, stress is when there is an inner conflict, when there is a gap between expectations and reality. So the expectation from your own self and from other people, friends and families, to remain positive, but you as an individual is feeling negative, and that can create stress in a person. Now, what is important in this is that whenever you feel anxious, worried, or irritable, learn to reflect on it. What is causing it? What is the cause of that emotion that you are feeling at that point of time? When you pay attention to your feelings, your mind, your subconscious knows that they are being heard. And when that happens, it releases that tension and the conflict that you have in your mind. Now, this in itself is quite relaxing. It's quite calming, because you are not in a rush to push yourself out of these feelings that you're feeling at this moment of time. No need to push it aside. But what is important is to process it, to pay attention to it. And when you're doing it, take some deep breaths. It always helps. It calms the whole nervous systems even further when you take deep breaths. There is no rush. You don't have to do it harder. Just take your time and process it. Reflect on your emotions, the cause of it. Just simply paying attention releases that conflict. Now, this way, You have allowed your subconscious to communicate with you, which is so important. And that helps you release that anxiety without judgment. You're not judging yourself anymore or being negative. You're accepting yourself as a normal human being. Again, which is very important. This way, you are also allowing a healthy inner dialogue, culling that conflict that arises from need to remain positive all the time. And this way, calming your mind. And I really hope that this video has really helped you in processing your emotions in these trying times. I'll be coming up with more videos in similar subjects. So get connected and enjoy, share, and feel wonderful again. Bye-bye.